Lamborghini just did something that shouldn't be possible, and the entire luxury SUV segment is reeling from it. The 2026 Urus, Lamborghini's best-selling model by a massive margin, has just received changes so significant that even Porsche's Cayenne Turbo GT and the Aston Martin DBX707 might suddenly find themselves outclassed. But here's the part that's about to cause a serious uproar. Buried inside the 2026 Urus's updated specifications is a single number. A number that either confirms Lamborghini's dominance in this segment for years to come, or exposes a flaw so significant that it could completely undermine everything this car represents. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly which one it is, and trust me, the answer is more controversial than you'd expect. Let's start with why this matters so much. The Urus isn't just another model in Lamborghini's lineup, it's the car that single-handedly transformed the brand's financial future. Before the Urus, Lamborghini was a niche manufacturer producing a few thousand cars a year. After the Urus, sales numbers exploded, with this SUV reportedly accounting for the majority of Lamborghini's total deliveries worldwide. So when Lamborghini makes changes to this car, the entire company's future essentially rides on getting it right. Visually, the 2026 Urus maintains that unmistakable Lamborghini aggression, sharp angular lines, a low, wide stance that looks almost predatory for an SUV, and that signature hexagonal design language found throughout the exterior, from the headlights to the air intakes to the taillights. For 2026, subtle exterior refinements reportedly include updated front and rear fascias, with even more aggressive aerodynamic elements, along with new wheel designs that further emphasize the Urus's sporting intentions. It's evolutionary, but every line on this car still screams Lamborghini. Now, let's talk about what's under the hood, because this is where things get fascinating. The current Urus is powered by a twin-turbo V8, producing massive horsepower, numbers that already make it one of the fastest SUVs ever built. But for 2026, reports suggest Lamborghini has focused heavily on hybrid technology, potentially introducing a plug-in hybrid variant that combines that twin-turbo V8 with electric motors, pushing combined output into territory that could make this the most powerful Urus variant ever produced. We're talking about an SUV that could realistically compete with dedicated supercars in a straight line, while also offering electric-only driving for short distances, something previous Urus models never offered. And speaking of things that might completely change how you see performance SUVs, if details like this genuinely excite you, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button, because we break down releases like this multiple times a week, often digging into specifications other channels completely overlook. Also, go ahead and tap that like button too. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who'd enjoy content exactly like this. Inside, the 2026 Urus reportedly continues Lamborghini's push toward a more digital, driver-focused cockpit. Updated infotainment systems, refreshed materials throughout the cabin, and additional customization options through Lamborghini's personalization program mean buyers can make their Urus feel genuinely unique. Despite this being the brand's highest volume model, the iconic start button, still protected by that fighter jet-inspired red cover, remains a signature touch that reminds you, regardless of how practical this SUV is, you're still driving a Lamborghini. Now, here's that number I promised you. Reports suggest that despite all these hybrid advancements, increased power, and improved efficiency, the 2026 Urus's pricing has increased substantially compared to previous model years, to the point where some configurations could push dangerously close to entry-level supercar pricing from other manufacturers. If true, this creates a genuinely fascinating dilemma. On one hand, you'd be getting a practical four-door SUV with supercar-level performance, daily usability, and the Lamborghini badge, arguably one of the smartest purchases in the performance world. But on the other hand, if pricing climbs too close to dedicated two-door supercars, some buyers might start questioning whether practicality is worth sacrificing that purest supercar experience entirely, especially when other manufacturers offer genuine two-door performance cars at similar price points. So which is it? Does the 2026 Urus's pricing strategy make it the smartest performance purchase on the market, combining supercar capability with everyday usability in a way nothing else can match? Or does it push Lamborghini's flagship SUV into territory where buyers start cross-shopping it against actual supercars, potentially exposing the Urus to comparisons it might not win? Stick around, because we're about to break down the actual numbers, compare them directly against the competition, and reveal exactly what this means for anyone considering a performance SUV purchase in 2026.